Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. It's another paid request, this time from Antonio. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of topics, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, video game stuff, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. PayPal is usually the best bet. I do also have a Cash App, which I forgot I had. But the topic at hand is do a review and reaction of the music video Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley and thoughts on Rick Astley's fame, in particular the RickRolling. I'll react to the song afterward because I've seen the music video. I know of the song, so it wouldn't be like, oh my god, I've never seen this before. I do like the song. It's very catchy. Guy has a really deep bass voice for being fairly young at the time, which it debuted, what was it, 1987, was very popular. I think it even got #1 on the charts, including the Billboard 100. But let me tell a bit more about the Rickrolling thing, because that's a very just interesting mini phenomena that happened. Because for what I learned about it, which was interesting, in the mid 2000s, around 2006, there was this thing called 4chan. Now it's like, what the hell is that? But 4chan was the thing, all these images and stuff. I don't know if I would say it was a precursor to Reddit, but anyway, there's a guy that kind of put this program in where it would change a word. So instead of aid, what if anytime someone has a word of aid, it changed it to duck? So instead of like aid roll, it was duck roll. As some people thought it was funny, and then there was like an image of a duck with like rollers on the bottom of it. And then it's like, well, okay, what if you clicked on the link and you think you don't see this link and it had some enticing title and you clicked on it, but surprise, it's just this image of this duck with rolls on it, and okay, it made you laugh, or okay, whatever, you dickhead. Well, okay, what if there was something more you could do with that? And then around the time in 2007, Grand Theft Auto 4 was coming out. Of course, this big game. You had Grand Theft Auto 3 was such a popular game. And you had San Andreas and other stuff, but now this is the fourth one from Rockstar Games. Pretty hyped title at the time. And apparently, like, it was on websites, the trailer, and it would get just completely smashed with people wanting to click and see what's going on and what's happening. Well, a lot of people are clicking on this. We could use this as for fun, for shits and giggles, to our advantage. So some people said, well, hey, if you want to see the video, click on this. And they clicked on it, and you would be, as it come to find out, rickroll. Instead of duck roll, which was faked on you, well, it's not duck, it's Rick Astley, so rickroll. Where you click on something that you think you want to see, enticing title, oh, this video, this trailer, you clicked on it, either immediately or eventually Rick Astley's music video will pop up. Never gonna give you up, they're gonna let you go, let you down. And it's this bait and switch thing. And apparently one of the guys that came over with a guy named Sean Cotter, and he mentioned, well, the reason I chose the song was I looked at what songs were popular the year I was born, which was 1987. And that was Rick Astley. That song was pretty much #1 that year. And now, like everyone, like a fad that happens, everyone started doing it. Of course, everyone started doing it, and then it got tiresome, then it got old. But it was, once in a while you see it, but it for a couple years, like you would see that happen all the time. Even the point that, was it the Anonymous, that group, went after the Church of Scientology because the Church of Scientology were pissed, like, we don't want anybody making videos on us. And so, like, the Anonymous group, they started singing that song as, like, stop censoring people and all this stuff, and stop being assholes. There was, like, a baseball game, I forget which baseball team it was, where, oh, we're getting ready to sing the big song, and all of a sudden they pop in the Rick Astley music video. There's, like, a parade, and they're ready to do something, and then they got Rick Astley himself to come out and go, never gonna give you up. Apparently the guy, Rick Astley's a pretty cool guy. He seems pretty chill about it. It's pretty funny. Some days like, hey, how about a Steve roll? Or how about a Tim roll? It does be rickroll again? But he plays off fairly well, and he seems very, like, wow, people remember the song, and people are using the song, and he seems like a cool guy. He seems pretty easy going on it. I think there's an interview I saw that his daughter had to explain to him what was going on, and he thought it was cute, thought it was funny, and he even got in on it. I think, was it the second Wreck-It Ralph movie? I think they have a reference to it. And then, like, Rick Astley did videos, playing along with it. Like, oh, he got rickrolled. As some people say, he didn't really try to pimp it out too much, as in, let me use it to my advantage and be very obnoxious with it. It's like, it wasn't, and people enjoy it, and people want to do it, be my guest, and he wasn't being a dick, he wasn't taking down videos, and you can't do this. He played off cool, and that became a bit of a weird pop culture thing that you don't really see a lot nowadays, but maybe every once in a while. I don't know if I've ever been rickrolled, to be honest. I think it just... well, I probably have back in the day. I just didn't realize it. Like, oh, there's a new trailer I clicked on. But I just don't remember vehemently about it. But it's definitely a fun piece of thing. Like everything, it got run into the ground, and it got tiresome. And it's like, okay, so thankfully, like I say, it seems to have calmed down a bit since then. Which is right when it should get back up now. Because it's calmed down a bit. But to react, and he wanted a review of it too. I'm not sure about the review, but I can't play the song because not Rick Astley, but other studios copyright. YouTube loves to play their favorites, and they don't like me. But you can find this music video anywhere on YouTube. Be my guest. It's just they don't like me doing it. They'll claim it, they'll block it, do whatever. I mean, it's like a friend of mine. A friend of mine had, what was it, Terrifier 2 he reviewed, and he had 3 still pictures of the film. Still pictures. And he liked the film. And they took his video down. But then these other people, they could watch the movie and have 30 minutes of footage, but just because they did a reaction, then YouTube's like, yeah, we'll let them get away with it. This guy makes a positive review, but, he's reviewing it, acted normal. Punish him. My friend Michael Keane, the choice voice. But if you do, you're fine, but, other people get... That's what I mean. Like, YouTube plays its favorites with this algorithm. But anyway, I have it here, 3, 2, 1, pressing play. Nice beat. I think it's a nice catchy beat. For I understand, these clothes were the clothes he had in a bag. There wasn't really much budget, as you could tell. It's just a handful of places they just shoot here, shoot there. Very deep bass voice for how young he was. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. They're gonna give you up. They're gonna let you down. They're gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. I'm not going to sing anymore because they've been killing the birds and the bees and the brain cells and the eardrums of people. But I know the song enough. I know it in my head, the beats, the rhythm, because I was just fascinated with the phenomenon of this thing. You know, what memes, how they get started, how they get popular. Like I said, the music video itself, if you think about it, it's actually rather cheap. It's like, here's this one set underneath, what, a canal or something, I don't know. Here's a little stage with some two women. Gotta get some hot chicks in there. Come on, it was the 80s. Makes sense. This bartender being happy, dancing the night away. Very acrobatic guy. So, I mean, truthfulness, the music video itself is really much to run home about because this music video could cost $15 to make. It's like standing in this fence that, I don't know, it's outside of school or something. Hire, 3 other people, 2 girls and a bartender, make sure he's acrobatic. At like this stage, okay, we gotta do this in 20 minutes. The bar mitzvahs don't come in and do some shenanigans. Can we get done quick? This bartender looks like he's waiting for the next Brighton film, Brighton 3. But what makes is the song. Oh, here's a 4th guy. This guy just dancing that way, flipping off the... Oh, that's the other guy. So here's the guy number 4 doing his YMCA poses. But yeah, the song is very, very good song, very catchy. Just sadly, one of those things that when you kept hearing it with the phenomenon, that people got tired of it, or some. It's kind of like Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On." It's not a bad song, but back in the day when you heard it all the time, you just got sick of it. And of course, there's that joke in Was a Bumblebee, where the girl is putting in the songs, and when this song starts playing, Bumblebee just shoots it out. Probably because of that, because it got heard all the time. But it's not a bad song at all. They're gonna give you up, they're gonna let you down, they're gonna run around and desert you. It's a catchy song to sing to and bop your head with. It's a nice beat, nice deep booming voice that didn't seem to fit his age, but people said that even when he was a lot younger, he was able to sound like an adult. It's a better voice than in the Turtles in that shitty new Mutant Mayhem Turtles movie. But yeah, the music video is pretty cheap and bare compared to a lot of other music videos. Don't mind the clothes. I mean, if that's what the guy had for clothes, kind of spiffy clothes. Totally 80s, especially the coat. It's the coat that makes it work for me. It's that coat. It's a trench coat, but it's not a trench coat. It looks like it's going to be like a private dick or something. Nice set of hair. I'm envious of that hair. I wish I had hair like that. Or any hair, let alone that hair. And it definitely gives a 87, total 80s vibe. It just, again, it was like maybe 3 locations. The stage, the fence, and this, again, canal, whatever. So... But hey, it still made it work. You got a catchy song, some hot chicks, and a guy doing acrobats. Sometimes that's all you needed. So... But yeah, the RickRolling thing. I mean, it was a one-hit wonder, because he did sing years on end. And apparently he did make millions, and he retired fairly early on. And I don't know what he went into, what other piece of business or something, but maybe he's like, you know what? One hit wonders where I'm going to be. I'm going to get the hell out before some crazy shit happens, which happens a lot to people in that realm. They go crazy, they go nuts, drugs, alcohol. Thankfully, he didn't run into any of that. So, and again, you see interviews, he seems like a chill, normal, easygoing guy. He still got this taste of 15 minutes of fame. Looks like he got some bits of money to live out his life, and then this song, this meme, got him a second life, and dude, commendable that he didn't try to milk it. Oh my God, I don't make this, this, this. It's like, no, it's like he let it play out, and it ran its course for the most part, and there you go. So, not bad at all. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.